Hello, this is Heisenberg.
Hey, it's Chief Forever.
Yes, and we're here to review the Godzilla 1989 statue from Mondo. And here's a box, Mondo.
It's by Mondo.
Big
Yeah,
Mondo box.
big Mondo box. First
Yeah.
Godzilla statue by Mondo.
Oh yeah, so here, what is it's Godzilla 89
Yep.
premium statue, limited edition. And Chief Forever's giving us the finger as he points out that he got number 297. 297 out of 300.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and he's opening it up. What's inside?
Let's see. It's
So
a
we got
big
some-
box.
Oh, we got styrofoam. Nice.
Check out the nice packaging.
Yeah,
here.
nice styrofoam to keep it safe.
Nice and safe. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nicely done. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and we're taking it out, and
get it
inside
out.
is another box.
There's another box.
Smaller
Look at
box.
that.
Also,
and it's also numbered.
yeah, it's also 297 out of 300.
Yeah, check that out. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. Box within a box. That's excellent.
This is how you protect the figure.
Yeah, this is how it's done, folks.
Yep.
Yeah, and then cardboard. This has a cardboard on top.
cardboard. Yep.
And inside, what's inside this box?
Let's see.
Let's see. A third box.
Third box.
Third box. Three boxes. Three
Yes.
boxes. I am very impressed. Oh, and
Yes.
but there's
Beautiful
little corners.
font.
But yeah,
And
there's
corner
there's,
protectors.
There's little plastic corner protectors here. But
Yep,
you made them.
and the box is also wrapped in plastic, so if it was rain,
Yeah, but you made a mistake here, though. Look at this. You should have removed the
know.
corners,
I
those
should
plastic
have.
corners, because you
Yeah.
actually did damage your box a little bit
I did.
when
I
you pulled it
know.
out. But yeah, so when you're opening it up, if you're going to do it this way, you
Take
got to take those little plastic corners far away.
Off. Yeah.
Yeah, take them off and put them away so they don't damage your inner box. But yeah, that's great. That's a lot of protection. I've never seen a Godzilla statue so well protected, and with
Yeah.
plastic too for water.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool.
Check out the artwork.
And we got some nice artwork here.
Yeah.
Nice original artwork.
Definitely original.
So it says Godzilla. It says Mondo, or it says M limited edition.
Limited edition.
Yeah, nice drawing of Godzilla and little pieces of Biollante here.
Biolante's. What do you call
It's
it?
got the nice
Tentacles?
Japanese title of the film.
Yep.
It's there it says Mondo in that
Premium
corner.
format statue.
Premium format statue, and there's the name of the artist
Artist.
who
Yep.
drew it.
So-
It says Toho.
And the Toho logo, nice and big. So one curious thing is I noticed there's no English title for this Godzilla versus Biollante. It's all in just Japanese.
Interesting.
Yeah,
they
but
never.
it's cool.
Yeah.
There's no Godzilla 89.
Yeah, so here's some
anywhere on the
photos,
box.
so at least, but yeah, you know what you're getting here. But yeah,
Yep.
so this is there's two versions of this. There's a standard and a limited. So this is the limited, again,
Yep.
limited to
So
300.
there's
So
few extra pieces.
yeah,
here.
so that hand, the hand with the Biollante spike going through it, that's part of the
Yep.
limited edition, and the heat ray.
Heat ray.
And a limited edition heat ray. And then here at the bottom, we have all the people, a lot of the key people involved in making this statue
Yeah.
and the box.
Yeah. Yep. Hector is probably one of the coolest people over in Mondo. So
Yeah. It's
definitely,
nice. And it's nice that Hector will sometimes appear on YouTube to talk about what they're
Yeah,
doing.
exactly.
I recommend watching Mondo's videos. Oh, yeah. And then we got looks like nice styrofoam.
Yeah, nice
inside.
thick styrofoam to further protect it. One cool thing about this foam box is there's a little slot there, so you can kind of pull it out. Makes it easier.
Yeah.
Than other boxes.
Yeah, and it's
but
got,
let's
and
check it
also
out.
has an arrow.
An
letting you
arrow,
know
yep.
which end is up.
Picture. Yep.
Nice. Yeah. Very
Pointing up.
nicely done. So we're going to
All right,
open
let's
up
take the
the
tape.
styrofoam.
Yep. The reappearance of my green screwdriver.
And like I said, this is, I think, some of the best packaging I've ever
Yeah,
seen of
definitely.
a figure.
Yeah.
There he is. There he is.
Be
Now,
careful.
yeah, something else I think Chief Forever didn't do quite right. I think you really want to, when you pick him up, I think you want to pick him up by the base.
The base, yeah.
Chief Forever just grabbed him by the
neck.
midsection.
Yeah.
But again, I think the heaviest part, I assume, is the base.
Would be the base. Yeah.
And so you don't want to pick it up by the figure. I think if you did that, eventually it might just, the figure might come loose from the base.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So then we get the little extras. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it looks like he comes in. Oh, yeah. So here we go.
Lots of
There's
extras.
the big piece.
Here's everything out of the box.
And here's the extras. So it looks
Yep.
like we got the little piece of Biollante down there, and we've got
Yep.
the heat ray, and we got two versions of the left arm, one with the
Yep.
Biollante spike, and two
just the
versions of the
regular.
jaw. And actually, if you look closely, it's three versions of the jaw. One, because the heat ray comes with the jaw too.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're very cool.
Lots of cool accessories.
And there he is, and he comes with a base, so he
Yep.
is on a base.
Yeah, I
So,
love how the tail is curved.
so let me give you some details about this. Yeah, and a curved tail, which is quite unusual.
Yep.
So yeah, like I said, this is the limited edition version, limited to 300. It sold for $375 plus $25 shipping, and it's 18 inches tall, 15 inches wide. And we got, yeah, as we can see here, we got two different versions of the mouth, an open and a closed mouth.
Yep.
And
one cool thing about it is the lower jaw is uses a magnet, so
oh
it's
yeah,
nice
yeah,
and
yeah.
easy.
Oh yeah, oh that's wonderful.
And same with the arm.
Snap it in and out.
Yep.
Yeah, and then the standard version sold for $350 plus $25 shipping.
Yep.
Excuse me. And the material, so the figure itself is vinyl.
Yep.
So we're getting so you're putting on the standard left arm?
Yes. So if you saw earlier, I was trying to squeeze the arm to show it's kind of like squishy.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you do a little squeezing coming up, I think.
Yeah, so that's how you find out it's
so there's a little bit of softness to the vinyl, then I take it.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's a pretty solid material.
And then here's the base. The base is polystone.
And check out that Super X2 on the ground.
Yeah, and part of what we see on the base is the Super X2 ship crashed.
Yep, but it's mostly rubble on the base.
Yeah, looks like kind of a lighter shade. Most of it's kind of a lighter shade of gray. It looks like.
And Super X2 seems to be like
part of the base. Now here's where you're doing like the squeezing, and he does have a little give.
Yep.
So that sort of like helps indicate that it is vinyl. Yeah, there's a little give to it.
But he's pretty much solid, connected to the base.
Yeah, you did it again. You picked him up like by the legs this time.
Yep.
And moved him again. It's like what I recommend is just pick up the base.
By the base.
Pick up the base there. But I think you're probably fine in the short term. But I would just over a lifetime.
Yeah. Okay.
Over a lifetime, I think it might
makes sense.
Like it's like I think it's putting stress on him. But there it is. I like the open mouth here.
I do too.
2 rows of teeth. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I like these spikes too.
Yeah, the spikes are well done.
So my impression is that he's a little glossy. So we're throwing a lot of light on him, and it looks like we're getting a little bit of a shine back.
Yeah. But yeah, I think overall, it's a really nice sculpt. I like the pose. I personally like the tail curved because it helps save on the shelf space.
Yeah, no one else does it.
Yep.
So this is so it's a unique feature.
Definitely. Yeah, and different angles. Like this is a nice pose if you're looking from him on like the back there. He looks pretty nice right there.
Oh yeah, and here's the extra little Biollante. Very green, very green, very red in the mouth.
Very sharp too. And I believe this is resin because it's a definitely harder material and very sharp teeth. So I'm afraid to break it.
Yeah. But, teeth are nicely done.
Yep. See if I can focus here. It's a little hard to focus sometimes.
So it looks like he sort of has a little connection there where he's supposed to go into the base.
Little peg. Yep. And it's a metal peg. So one thing I wish, just like a future recommendation, since there's so many magnets being used, if maybe there's like one more magnet put onto this tentacle, it would secure itself on the base, because I'm just afraid it'll fall over if I'm like lifting it around, like moving it around. I mean, most likely you're not going to move the statue, but that's just one little thing I would recommend.
Since you're using magnets anyway, might as well.
Yeah.
I think
adding that extra magnet would be helpful there. It would have been also another thing I would have liked to see is if the Super X showed some like burn marks, or if like you can see another part, so you can see both the base of the Super X2 and maybe like the fire mirror, the front of the Super X2, maybe somewhere else. So can I get like a full Super X2? But we don't get.
Yeah, I'd like some battle damage on the Super X2, because it looks like it's crashed on the ground there. So I'd like some some sort of burn marks, maybe some scratches, something on there.
Yeah, but I like this. I like the Super X2. We don't get too many of them.
I like his eyes too. I think we'll probably do do you like the eyes? We'll probably close up on that later.
Yeah, I'll do a little close up.
But we're closing up on the tail here. But tail's looking good.
Yeah, very nice sculpt. I really like the tail. Like, see, it's not just like it's not like there's a little angle to it, even though it's curved. It's not just like a singular curve. There's like some additional points, I guess. Back sprites are nice. I like the bone white that they chose.
Yeah, and it looks like there's a little bit of give on the spikes there
Yeah.
too.
Yep.
But yeah, nice
And,
profile on them.
yeah, they're painted, so they're not translucent. You can see more of the detail.
Yeah, I like the eyes. I like the yellow. I like the
Hmm.
whole I like the color and just sort of like the texture
Yeah.
of the eyes there too.
Yeah, having the orange eyes definitely gives him more color to him. But I think in the movie his eyes are actually brown. So it's just a little nitpicking. But otherwise he looks great. I think there's a lot of other companies that did orange eyes for Godzilla. I think even X-Plus did it.
Yeah, there we go.
But
Now we're zooming in here.
yeah, there's the
Yeah, I
double
like
row
those
of
eyes.
teeth.
Yeah, those eyes are looking
Yeah.
good. And
Yeah.
yeah, the teeth are looking good too. So I like both.
Yeah.
Do you like both jaws, like the open and the closed, or what do
I
you
like
think?
the open more and this and I think when I pose them I'll have the fire breath because we don't really see a lot of fire breath accessories,
What
especially
material do you
like
think the fire
this.
breath is? Is it heavy?
It's not too heavy. I'm not too certain. It could be because I believe the lower jaw is resin, so maybe it's just a one piece resin. But it's not too heavy. Because it is, because it is requiring the magnet to hold it.
So I think
So
you're about to point out because of the weight of it. It looks like the lower jaw doesn't go in
yeah,
all the way,
that's the one
but
that's the one thing.
it looks like you have to be pretty close to notice.
Yep. Yeah, I think you can sort of fix that if you put something like slightly underneath the jaw to give it extra support. But I mean, like you said, you have to be close to notice it. Otherwise, it looks fine at different angles. But I like the fire breath. I think it looks cool. It's definitely more of an artistic take on it. It looks more of like a flame rather than that beam. But it looks really cool. I like the paint on it. I like how there's some like that pearl white, I guess, that
Yeah,
gives off that reflection
yeah, it's got a few
off
different
the blue
shades of color on it.
shades. Yeah,
Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, we're
yeah,
seeing it from the other side.
yep,
Yeah, and yeah, the jaw looks. I think the jaw looks fine there.
yeah. On this side, it's fine. I think it's more on the other side.
Okay, and here's the
All
closed
right,
mouth
here's the
again,
closed mouth.
and
So
you're
it's
trying
not
to.
fully
It's not
closed.
fully
So
closed.
yep. So I think if they made it like fully closed, I think I would like it more. But if it was me, I would keep the open mouth.
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
it looks
seeing the.
looks cooler.
I like being able to see the teeth. Oh, we're switching arms here
All
too.
right, this is it.
So we're going to check
Now
out
this is the way I would pose him.
the limited edition
Yep.
left arm here. There it
Yeah.
is. There's the Biollante spike.
The spike. Yeah, that's the battle damage.
Looks very green. I like
Yep.
I like the hand too. I like the way that sort of the fingers are flared.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely shows he's injured.
And how about the paint on the nails? Do you like how the nails are painted?
Yeah, they look good. I like it.
And then we get a little bit there. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I like the spike because you don't. The only other company that did this was X Plus, and they have a 25 centimeter version. So this is definitely larger. And at the time of shooting this video, I didn't have that figure on hand to compare, but I picked it up not too long ago. So maybe in a future video.
Yep, yep. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's looking good there.
Yeah, it looks good. Like you can see, there's a little bit of blood on
Oh
Godzilla's
yeah,
hand.
yeah, yeah. On the back, so on the back of the hand, it's like a little bit
Yeah,
of red color there too. Oh
yeah, a
yeah,
little
here it
bit on the
is.
front too, but you can
Oh
see a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
yeah,
Not a lot, but
yeah. Because he never. Well, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, in some movies he bled more. I'm trying
yeah.
to remember how much bleeding the Heisei Godzilla did.
Heisei heals pretty fast.
Yeah, he's like pretty rugged.
Yep. But yeah, this is the way I would pose
Okay, and
him
then here's
with
the bottom.
yeah, bottom of the base.
Also 297 out of 300.
Yeah.
I wish the person writing the 297 had written it a little neater. But that's sort of
Yeah.
a nitpick thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's really good. It's nice. It's always nice to get somebody who's got really nice handwriting to do it.
Yeah.
Uh,
I like they used the Japanese logo. One thing I kind of wish they had the English title somewhere. I mean, I can like I know what it is, but like for people who might not
Now we
be
got
so familiar.
yeah. Now we got lots of great comparisons.
Oh yeah,
And
check
here's a
these
real
out.
rarity. This is
Yeah,
a very rare item.
this is original X Plus. This is before they did the vinyl figures. This is X Plus USA.
Yeah.
They
So this
made
is yeah. What's nice about this this is an early X Plus, and we're
Yep,
obviously and this is an early Mondo statue. So we're
yep,
comparing early statues.
yeah. So yeah, this is one of their original statues from X Plus, a 12-inch resin statue, fully resin. Um, and
And they got the English
yeah,
title.
they got the English. And what's funny thing is they don't have any Japanese on
Yeah,
this,
so they're
and
the
it's a
Japanese
Japanese company.
company used the English, and the American company used the
It's
Japanese.
Japanese. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think we're gonna zoom in. We're gonna see like when you roughly
When I
when you
got
bought
it, right?
this and how much you paid.
Yeah. So
Like,
back in the day,
yeah,
this
way
thing
back. Yeah, this
costs
is 2004. Paid 60
four.
bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy it. Yeah,
2004.
I'll take two for $60. Thank you.
Yeah, and you don't see those pricing anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we're gonna give it a sit. Like, what do we got here? We got the
Gonna
whole.
spin it around.
Yeah, yeah. So it's 12 inches tall. So it's not
Yeah.
as tall as this Mondo,
No, it's a
but
little smaller.
yeah, but it's resin and it
Yeah.
also has a base.
Yeah, it has a base. And this is
And
sculpted
it's
by Mr. Yamada Taichi-san.
there. It is in. Yeah, yeah. There it came in a few pieces.
And yeah, so
So is it
it was in
intact?
foam. It was intact. There's a little damage on the tail. I'm not sure if that was due to like being in storage for so long. Base is fine. Everything. I haven't seen this. So I had this like when I was in I don't know, was it maybe slightly after college? So I haven't seen this statue in person in a while. So it was a neat treat to kind of go back and to the G Forever archive
Yeah.
collection to
Well,
pull them out.
this is certainly a smaller and simpler base than the Mondo base.
Definitely, definitely. But you can see it's a little more accurate to the movie where Godzilla fought Biollante in kind of like the mountain area, so it's kind of like soil, like a soil base.
Yeah.
And here the tail just kind of slides in. See if I can get it in there, because I also have to be careful of the back fins because everything's resin on this guy.
Right.
And he has a peg on
It
the
looks
foot.
kind of
So
green,
very green. Yep.
which is fine with me. I kind of like. Again, it's like
Seeing
I like I
Godzilla green.
see. Yeah, I like Godzilla's green. I like having him when he has a little more color. So he came
Yeah.
with a piece of Biollante too.
Biollante tentacle as well. Yeah. So I'm curious if this inspired Mondo to do something similar, or maybe it was just a coincidence. But yeah, this Biolante's tentacle is more plant-like. I think the Mondo tentacle is more like the alien teeth-like. So
So the face looks a little off to me.
yeah, I mean,
The
this is
eyes.
early. Like
Yeah.
this is early. Like I think back in the day it was great, but now you've seen a lot of 89 figures and it looks a lot nicer
Yeah, the
than before.
texture looks a little simple. Like the texture on the body looks a
Hmm.
little simple here.
Yeah,
But yeah, so it's kind of not but it is a fun comparison though, an early X Plus
yeah,
to an early Mondo,
early Mondo.
where
You can see how
so
how
you
they
can certainly see
improved.
how like yeah X Plus has sort of improved over time.
Yeah,
Right. Those eyes are look a bit primitive.
yep,
Yeah, look at them side by side. Well,
yeah.
where's
The
the
two
piece of
tentacles.
Biollante? Like yeah, obviously the Mondo is much more colorful.
Yeah, definitely more brighter,
And the Mondo also the Mondo Godzilla does look lot more glossy.
glossy. Yep.
But it's kind of nice. You kind of sort of see there's a little more three dimensionality.
Yeah, there's more
Too is
you can see the texture
yeah,
more on
there's
the
more texture
Mondo.
on them. Okay,
Yeah, the Mondo pops
so
more.
we got something else to compare to. I'm wondering what is
Okay.
this thing?
What is this
What
thing?
is this thing? And did you pay money for it?
This is the Concord Godzilla 1989. I believe that it was
Oh man, has it
it
been
was
through? Did it fall? Did it have a bad fall or something?
no, this is how it came. I
Oh
believe it's
my.
originally a model kit.
Oh, I see.
I don't know the model kit offhand.
'Cause it looks
But I got this from a local Godzilla store in Boston,
yeah,
Tokyo Kid.
okay. He's got some character, but yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like kind of a Frankenstein
Yeah,
thing there.
yeah. I mean,
Again, you're pointing out the seams. It looks like
the
he fell apart and got
terrible scene. So as I
yeah,
said, this is a
fell ap-
model kit.
yeah, it looks like he fell
Um,
apart and got stitched back together.
Yeah, this is originally a model kit that this company kind of put out and did a very lousy job putting together and a very sloppy paint job. But this was a gift from my grandmother from my I think high school graduation.
Yeah.
So at the time there's no giant 89 Godzillas, and 89 was one of my favorites back in the day. So it's I like the sculpt minus the seams. Of course, if I can maybe one day have somebody help me repaint it and maybe do some patching.
He's got
But yeah,
certainly has some personality to him.
the gold eye. The tongue is pretty cool. I really like the back fins, and my favorite of this figure is the tail. Like for some reason, I just like how the tail is sculpted.
So they're there.
But yeah,
they look like they do look like they're about on the same scale here.
Yeah, he's pretty large. This one doesn't have a base.
Okay, I think we're about to move on to another comparison.
Okay, let's see.
So is this an X Plus or is it something else?
This is the first 89 X Plus, I believe. It's the 30 centimeter X Plus. As you see, it's much smaller than the Mondo.
So about 12 inches.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Much smaller than the Mondo.
Yeah. So more. It looks like he's got a little more. Yeah, there's a little more detail to him. It looks like the texture is more detailed, and
the
also
back fins are yellowed for some reason.
Yeah, and also on the X Plus, it's more of a matte color rather than a glossy color.
Yep.
So what are we? So is that what are we looking at now?
That was this is the same figure. So there's like a little I guess you could call it a gimmick where you can close the mouth, open the mouth.
So he's got some articulation.
Yep, just for the mouth and the tail.
He's got some good-looking eyes there too.
Yeah, I think this was really cool back in the secondary X Plus generation, but I think X Plus has again.
Yeah, so it looks like it's good. The X Plus is looking good. He's got a little more texture to him, more matte.
Yep.
But it's it does look like a really nicely done. Okay, we're about to try another one.
All right, next X Plus. This is the 25 centimeter version. This is the normal one. So
so he's a little smaller.
This is smaller. This one doesn't have the Biollante spike, but X Plus did make I think 2 versions of this. One with Super X2 Rick Boy, and I think it was like a Wonderfest or something that came with the vines and some battle damage on the hand. That we saw, similar that we saw in the Mondo. But this one, I think the paint looks a little more accurate. It doesn't have all that brownish color, but his face is a little funky looking. But, I think he still looks all right.
Yeah, is this somebody else now?
All right, X Plus 3rd generation, Yuji Sakai.
Ah.
So Yuji Sakai, of course, is the...
And this is about 12 inches?
Yeah, this is one of his. He's well known for sculpting Godzilla, especially the Heisei Godzilla. And this is definitely an improvement from the previous 2 X Pluses. But again, I think he's improved even more in future releases. This is the first Yuji Sakai figure in the X Plus line.
Yeah, I think we're definitely getting more detail and texture on the X Pluses here.
Yeah, so it seems like everyone does 89 as their first up.
Oh, and then here's, I think this is the SH MonsterArts.
MonsterArts, the light and sound one.
Oh yeah, the 8-inch tall.
Yeah, the 8-inch one.
And do we have? And they just made a 6-inch. Do we have that yet? They did.
Not yet. So we shot this video.
Okay,
a week before.
But do you have it in the? We haven't shown it. We haven't reviewed it
Not
yet.
yet. But it's on the way.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
Okay.
But yeah, this 89 is again the first for MonsterArts for their 8-inch.
And you snapped. And I think you forced it that time. Just
I was trying to get that tail to curve like the Mondo.
Okay, but just to show that it's the MonsterArts, you got to have it. Yeah, you got to have a piece come off. Yep. Oh yeah, and here's the NECA.
Here comes NECA.
I recommend is chipmunk cheeks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the main thing that I find distracting about the NECA. So I like the NECA 1989, but his cheeks are so chubby.
He has his personality. Yes. I like this one.
And he's very affordable, and you could get him at Target.
Yep, and he has the brown eyes, which is movie accurate.
Yeah, and he's got a repainted version with the Biollante slime all over him.
Yeah, that's the cool one. I didn't show that in the comparison video, but that's a nice one.
Oh yeah, and he's got a nice.
He's got a heat. Got a heat ray.
Yeah, he's got a nice heat ray. It's longer. His is longer than Mondo's.
Yeah, and it's a spiral style. All right, and he has a lot of articulation. The tail can definitely curve without falling apart.
Oh yeah, he got his tail curved around. Yep.
Yeah, and I really like that one.
Okay, what are we looking at here? This is the biggie.
The 4th generation of X Plus, the gigantic X Plus. This is the Rick Boy version with the closed mouth and also the open mouth swappable lower jaw. And it also comes with glow in the dark back fins.
Yeah. So cool. He's I think he's a bigger scale than the Mondo.
He is,
because he's about. It looks like they're about roughly the same height, but he doesn't have a
doesn't have the base.
Base.
Yeah.
Right. So he
And
definitely looks like a more accurate and more detailed sculpture here.
Yep.
And then he
Yeah.
originally sold for, I take it, about $500.
Yeah, give or take.
Let me see
And
here.
then nowadays this goes
Yeah,
for
he
a
came out.
thousand or more.
Yeah, he came out around, I think, in 2019, and
Okay.
sold for roughly about $500.
Yep. Yeah. So this is the closed mouth comparison.
Oh yeah. So he's definitely bigger, and
Yes.
like more texture, a little more matte.
Yep. Here comes the open mouth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Open mouth comparison. Now, but so the one concern I have is like, okay, you could get this again when he went on sale. You could get this X Plus gigantic for about 500. The Mondo's 400.
Yep.
And I think of the two of them side by side, I think the X Plus, definitely I think looks, more impressive in various ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, I think maybe one thing I wonder if the price of the Mondo was raised by the inclusion of the base, the polystone base. So I think they might have, and again, the base is fun, but I wonder how much that added to the cost. So I think they might have been better off, like at least for this figure, skip the base, like save the money and just release the Godzilla. But then again, if you do that, it's like not as different. It's not as different as everything else. So
another thing
is nice. It is nice that with the base you get the Super X too. And I do like the curved tail.
Yeah.
But at a cost. At a cost though. That we're
I
having
was
to pay
wondering
more.
maybe if the base can also be vinyl. I don't know if that'll save costs.
Oh
or
yeah,
not.
and this is the Diamond Bank, by the way, and it's
Yeah.
clearly the Mondo. I think is clearly better than this. Diamond Bank. Now Diamond has just done some wonderful banks. Some of the banks I think are just some of the best figures like
out there.
This guy, unfortunately, I don't think is one of them.
You know what? I think the sculpt is fine. It's definitely softened. The paint is, could use some work. I think at G Fest, I think I saw some people are using this as like a base to paint their figures. I think there was like a model kit shop or something, and they used this as a base. So I think like if you got a putty knife or something, not putty knife, like some sort of modeling kit knife, you can sharpen the details, sharpen the teeth. I think he'll actually look pretty good.
Oh yeah, and then here's is this a Gashapon?
This is actually a Bandai candy toy. 4-inch. I think it's a 4-inch.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-inch candy toy. Cool.
So you can actually find this at Target sometimes. I think Target started to carry some of these Bandai candy toys just without the candy.
Yeah. So some of my concerns. I think one. So again, my one big concern about the Mondo is that I think the base might be adding a lot to the cost, and maybe you're not getting as much benefit as the cost. So, but I think that their next statue, Mothra, I think has a much better use of having a base. The Mothra is going to have a base, and that the base looks much more like valuable.
Right?
It contributes there. The base contributes much more to the overall look of the statue. So I'm very glad that they're having the base.
Yeah, because that base comes with like the Mothra sign, like the tablet thing.
Oh, it's got a lot.
I think the egg, and then the two Mothra larvae.
And it's holding up Mothra, because again,
it's holding up
Mothra. Mothra can't stand on her own as well.
On her own, yeah, that's true.
Oh, and there he is. There's
the Mondo.
There's the Mondo Godzilla.
Mondo premium format statue, the limited edition, number 297.
Yeah, joining
all
the ranks.
The 89s.
Joining the ranks of the 89s
in G Forever's collection.
Oh yeah, there we are.
More 89s to come. We got the 6-inch MonsterArts, and got kind of catching up on the older releases by X-Plus.
So mostly what I'm hoping for, like $400 is a lot to pay, and it's hard to compete against X-Plus. But what I'm hoping is that they maybe in the future the figures could become a little more detailed, and maybe the base is a little more interesting. And I think they're already on their way. I think in the case of Mothra, from what we've seen, the Mothra looks very good and the base looks very good. And I'm also glad though that they didn't try to do like the exact same thing that X Plus is doing. That they do have a different presentation. That they do have a base where X Plus does not have bases, and they do have that nice rounded tail.
Yes.
And they do have
Yes.
like the nice magnet, and it's nice like the swappable parts using
Yep.
magnets is very nice instead of having
Yeah.
to like instead of doing a different mechanism.
Yep.
We asked Mondo for a sample to review, but then sort of like ended up G Forever also
Yeah. I also got one.
wanted to buy one for himself, and just to sort of like make sure, because when you ask for a sample, like companies like you never really know if they're gonna have one, especially for a limited edition, limited to 300. You don't know if they're really gonna be able to send you one or not.
Hmm.
So like back when this thing went on sale, back when this thing went on for sale, G Forever's like, okay, I want to make sure I actually get one.
Make sure we get one.
Make sure we get one. So G Forever did buy one,
Yep.
but our thanks to Mondo for also providing us with the sample.
Yeah.
This is actually the one that G Forever bought that we're showing.
Yes.
Like the
Yep.
sample that they sent me, I actually like arrived. It actually arrived at my company while I was like off on vacation. So I haven't actually haven't been. I haven't actually. It's still just it's just sitting in the mailroom at my company. Actually, I haven't laid eyes on it yet.
Yep.
But my company tells me it's there. So
Excellent.
thank you Mondo.
Yeah. Thanks, Mondo. Like, thanks for putting in an awesome statue, safely protecting it, and I look forward to more cool stuff. And shout out to Hector and your team for a success with the Godzilla line, and hopefully see more stuff soon.
Oh, excellent. All right. This is Heisenberg.
And G Forever, hope you enjoyed the premium Godzilla '89 statue.